guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're new, it's Hara. So today I am doing another DIY, and I'm doing a Grinch DIY because I really enjoyed doing my last Grinch DIY, which was a dollhouse. I will insert that so you guys can see it and link it. I did go out and buy this train from Walmart. I seen it was on sale for $4, right? Like $4 for this train. Online only. So I went in store and showed them that they were selling it on the Walmart site for $4. So they graciously gave it to me for $4, which I was excited about because I had planned to do this train set. Some of the pieces that I'm going to be using today in today's video is of course from the Dollar Tree, some like the E6000 glue and the paint maybe from Walmart, but for the most part everything else like the boxes and everything that I'm showing right now are from the Dollar Tree. I also went online because I wanted to decorate this train set, and because no store and even online it's hard to find Grinch stickers. Someone needs to make like how to Grinch stole Christmas stickers because this is ridiculous. I am going to be cutting it out. I've done it before for the Grinch DIY house that I did, the Dollar Tree house, where I had to go online, print this off for the signs in the house in the yard. So that's what I'm pretty much doing right now. For some of the train parts, I'm going to be mixing together the apple barrel matte paint in the shade Territorial Beige and a little bit of the black to deepen it. Every part of the train is going to be these colors mixed together in the inside, but I am going to paint some of them these colors on the outside and then change them up later, but I'll still show how it looks overall. For the middle part, I'm going to be painting it the apple barrel matte paint in the shade Kelly Green and mixing it a little bit of the Craft Smart acrylic paint in the shade Neon Green and also the apple barrel gloss paint in the shade Yellow. I was trying to mix together the Grinch colors this time around because you can see the Grinch train is green, but it definitely looks like a mix of like a dark green and a neon green and also a little bit of a yellow tint to it. I went off camera and cut out every single little thing that I'm going to be using as a sticker, and it literally took me like about an hour or maybe over an hour to cut out every little detail and not cut each one. So I'm going to start sticking them onto the train because like I said, since I couldn't find stickers, I'm going to be using these as stickers. This first one that I have has the Grinch's face on it. Oh, by the way, I am going to be gluing them on using the Mod Podge. I was thinking about the E6000 glue, but I was like, I don't know, that's too thick and it'll start like smudging. So I am going to Mod Podge it on. The first one that I'm going to be using has the Grinch's face on it, and it says maybe Christmas he thought doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. And then it says Dr. Seuss How to Grinch Stole Christmas. I don't know who created this one to make it look like this, so I don't know who to give credit to, but yeah, I just found it online on images. This ribbon that I found from the Dollar Tree in my previous DIYs, the snow globes, it says the elves made me do it. The elves is in red and made me do it is in neon green, and then it has elf shoes, and I just thought that this was perfect because it's like the Grinch is saying the elves made him do it. So I just thought that this was really perfect to put right here. And I am going to put it in the middle on each one. And then I'm going to put the stickers on the other sides of it. So this sticker right here has the Grinch, and I think Max is on it with the, it's that scene where he stole all of the gifts and stuff. So I am going to put this on the last part of the train. And it's going to go on the back and just gonna glue it on there pretty much. So the rest of the tiny little stickers has the Grinch on it, a Christmas tree, some Who people, Cindy Lou Who, Max, and all of them. I will give close-ups at the very end so I don't have to go through each individual one. This video is probably going to be pretty long because I'm doing a lot of steps for this. You don't have to do as many steps if you do decide to recreate this, but I personally just, you know, want to do the most. I like to do extras. The stickers from the Dollar Tree that I showed earlier, I decided to put the Christmas tree stickers on the one that has the Grinch's face on it. And now what I'm going to do is just start hot gluing them together, which would have been nice to do the repaint job that I am going to do on them first before I hot glue them over, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Because the Grinch train does move, it's a bump and go Grinch train, so it goes straight, and if it bumps into anything, it makes a turn. And I knew that if I wanted to drag it across the floor or table, I needed some sort of like tires. So I went into the kids section at the Dollar Tree looking for some tires that I could take off of one of those toy cars, but couldn't find anything. So I went into the car section and found these felt pads. And these felt pads they're pretty smooth on the other side, but they stick onto the side that you peel off that plastic part on. So I'm just going to start sticking them on the bottom so it glides across the floor a little bit smoother. I was like, I got to figure out something because of course I don't want anything to get scratched up. Now another thing I needed to figure out was how to hook it because of course I'm not going to hot glue it together. These hooks are the ones that goes on an ornament, and there's a part behind the train where you can hook something in. So then I'm just going to hook that in and wrap it around the boxes because those boxes have those holes in it, so it can just attach that way. When I put the Grinch house back there and all the other stuff, the red was just gonna look better, and you can see that with the where it says the elves made me do it, the red where it says the elves goes really good with the red right there. Also, it goes good where it says Grinch Express on the actual train because it's red. So the red just looks better overall. Don't get me wrong, I still like the way that the other paint looks, which is why I kept it that brown tone in the inside. And also, as I was painting it, I kind of left a little bit of a gap between the pictures and the red paint so it could stand out more. Now I'm going to start decorating the train part, and I'm going to put some hot chocolate packs in there. These are just the, is that Swiss Miss? Swiss? I don't know. Hot chocolate packs. I'm going to put those in the back. And then these tea packs, I am going to put those in the front. And I like that they match too. The peppermint's red, sleepy time is green, and the lemon is yellow. It just matches with the train too. It's like it just worked out perfect. So yeah, I'm going to put those two on the outer parts. And then in the inner part, I'm going to decorate that because I didn't have any other types of packs to add in here. So I'm just going to decorate that with some of the decor pieces that I still have left over. I'm going to start off by pouring this snow in here. The rest of this snow, this is from the Dollar Tree. These are those snow balls. And I am also going to tape the, you know, the parts where I said it has those holes in the box. I'm also going to tape in the inside of the Grinch cart because the snowballs will go through on the other side, and I only had blue tape, so I'm gonna have to buy some clear tape, but for now we're just gonna put that blue tape in there just to make sure it's not going everywhere. These little mini trees are the ones that I got from the Dollar Tree, and they're not working, so I'm gonna have to take them out because they're just sinking right to the bottom. The rest of the pieces are from Hobby Lobby. They're the picks. They're still inexpensive, but unfortunately the Dollar Tree does not have pretty picks. They have pretty much ones that look like branches or flowers, so you have to go shop around for other stuff. But again, it's still affordable. Hobby Lobby is still having that 60% off right now. I don't know how much it's going to be by the time I upload this video, but yeah, it's still inexpensive. The last thing that I'm doing for the train as of right now, I don't know if I'll add anything else, is I'm taking that Tulip Puffy paint. Remember, mine from the other videos does not get puffy. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm still going to use it to decorate the carts. I'm just going to add it around the red ones only. I'm not going to add it around the one that has the Grinch on it because there's already a lot of decor going on it, so I just rather add this around the red ones. For the next part of this DIY, I'm going to be taking this board. This is a kind of like an eraser board that I got from the Dollar Tree. The other side is black, but what I'm going to do for now is paint it, and I'm going to mix together the same colors that I painted over the Grinch train, the red colors. Both of them are Apple Barrel matte paints in the shade Flamenco Red and Red Apple, just mixing them together and then painting the parts of the wood. Instead of skipping around to the next DIY like I usually do, then coming back and going forward, it's just confusing, so I'd just rather stick to one DIY at a time so you can see the next DIY part that I'm going to be working on. But for this one, what I did was I took 2 pictures, printed them off. I created them using the app Keynote. You know, you could just add in pictures and all of that stuff, add in the words, so that helped me to create these and just print them off. So what I did was I just thought of like what could I come up with for the Grinch, and I did Grinch, Coco, and Hootie, and I did that N sign. You can see the N sign next to Hootie. There's also a red emoji that the N sign is sitting in, and it's like a coffee tea steam coming up, and I thought that the N sign fit perfect in there. So what I'm going to do is take some clothespins, well, just one clothespin. You can get this in the craft section at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to clip the paper onto that, and then I'm going to hot glue the clothespin to it, and this will help me to be able to change out and rotate between different signs. So if I want to do another DIY, I could just remove the paper from the clipboard, clip another paper up. It's better and easier this way than gluing the paper to the clipboard or the board itself. And also my handwriting sucks, so there was no way that I could write it on. For the next DIY, this is definitely the most optional out of everything that I'm doing today. I'm going to be making a little picture frame. And I got this idea from Hobby Lobby because they sell different Grinch frames. So they sell the Grinch, Mac, Cindy Lou Who, and I think maybe a Who too. So I'm going to be doing this. And this was a previous DIY that I did for the fall. You can see that I did autumn's air and all of that stuff. So I'm just going to be ripping all of that off. By the way, this is just a picture frame from the Dollar Tree. They sell plenty of different type of picture frames, so you can do any type of frame you want for any type of picture DIY that you wanted. But I'm just taking this one so I didn't have to go out and buy another one. So I went ahead and painted around the edges that mix of those two red colors, and now I'm going to be taking that ribbon that says the elves made me do it and just putting it, gluing them on the front of it. So this is the picture that I created for this part. Again, I just got the images of Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch online, and then I just added in the background colors and added in the words. So the words that I put for nice, which is Cindy Lou Who's side, sugar is 25¢, chocolate is $1, candy cane $1.25, marshmallows 25¢, whipped cream 75¢. For the naughty side, the coal is free, spice is $2, turkey is $10 because I don't like turkey, it's too dry. Eggnog is $3. Now personally, I do like eggnog, but I know that there's a lot of people that don't like it. And fruitcake is $5. So that's how I am just going to set this up. And again, you can do any type of picture DIY that you wanted, but I just thought that this was the cutest for me. Unfortunately, the picture is a little too small for this background, so I'm just going to have to paint it half red and half green in the background just to blend in with the picture. That's the one thing that sucks about printing this stuff off, is you don't know the size, the measurements, and even when I was on Microsoft Word and I was doing the measurements, it still didn't print off the right size that I used for a different DIY picture that I did. So it just sucks. You just have to just hope for the best when you go to print something off so you don't have to waste your ink. But yeah, I'm just going to do the paint half and half, and then I'm going to glue it on. Now, when gluing this on, I am going to use Mod Podge, and with the Mod Podge, you just want to make sure that you spread it on the outer parts of the picture because it does smudge, and you don't want it to smudge that much. For the rest of the frame, I was really struggling to figure out if I wanted to add the ribbon around the rest of it. Actually, that ribbon may look kind of good, so I may go back and do it. But I was struggling to figure out if I wanted the ribbon, if I wanted to paint the rest of the whole thing red, the rest of it green, or half red and half green. I am going to paint it half red and half green for now. But like I said, watching this back, I think I may add that ribbon around it instead. We'll just see later on. Because this is a picture frame, what I like to do for these picture frames that don't have like that glass or plastic protector is I like to take a plastic wrap and just wrap it in there or wrap it in the front to protect it. I am just going to keep it on here for now. I'm not going to keep it on till at the very end when I show the full DIY, because I feel like my lights are going to cast that reflection of it, that glare that comes from that plastic. So I'm not going to be able to do that, but I am just going to put this plastic on to protect it. But I do want to give you an idea of, if you did want to do a DIY picture frame, just use this plastic to protect whatever picture you're putting in. I went out to Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree and picked up a few more things. You can see my excitement. At the Dollar Tree, they're selling these bowls. Now, I don't know if they had them last year or any previous years, but I seen this one and it's so cute. And that is a black Mrs. Claus in there, if you are wondering. They also had a black elf one and three black, I was going to say minions. What are they called? Not nutcrackers, but gnomes. I don't like gnomes, so I skipped out on that. I also went to the Dollar Tree and picked up some wood pieces, and I'm glad I got these wood pieces because they have the stars on it, which definitely goes with the Dr. Seuss theme. He always had like the stars in a Grinch theme, or I think not the Lorax, well, the Lorax too, but I think the Sneeches and, and all of that. I finally found some wood that I can use for the bar part. They didn't have any more of those small wood boxes that I used in my Halloween potions and scroll DIY, so I just had to deal with this. I think almost every type of crafty store like Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, and Michael's are having like a How the Grinch Stole Christmas 65th anniversary. So I seen this at Hobby Lobby for $13.99, and because they're having their 60% off, it was $5 and some change. And then, like I said before, the stars go hand in hand with this. It is a soup mug, so it's really, really big, but I had to get it because, I mean, look at all of the features it has. It has the Grinch, the stars, Max, and then the inside it says How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Dr. Seuss. So, of course, you can still put tea, hot chocolate, coffee in here. I don't drink coffee, by the way, but still. And then these cups, I really, really love these cups. These were on sale, too. These were $3.99 a piece. They were on sale for 60% off, so $1.60 each. And they have the Grinch, Max, and Cindy Lou Who on it. And it also says Naughty or Nice, Grinch, Merry Grinch, I think Happy Who Holidays or something like that. I almost forgot to mention, but the last thing I got from the Dollar Tree were these mini carnival pops because I'm going to be adding them to those things that I'm going to show in a minute because I'm going to do like a mini wrap part on this. So they are going to match the red, white, and green theme. There's a pop, a lollipop in one, and then a swirl stick in the other. For those boxes, because I know I have a lot to paint, what I'm going to do is start off by hot gluing them together. And one thing I will say about that hot glue is once these woods touch together, oh, they are stuck. Like, if you did not get it even, you screwed yourself out of that because these boxes are stuck. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to glue them together first so there's less that I have to worry about painting. And I'm going to be mixing together both Apple Barrel matte paints in the shade Flamenco Red, which is a deeper red, and Red Apple, which is a lighter red. And I was going back and forth between these brushes and these sponges because, child, you just need a spray paint. Now that the boxes are finished painted, I just thought that it was just a little too red. There's not like a lot of different textures and dimension going on into these boxes. So what I'm going to do is take that white tulip puffy paint that I have and start decorating it a little bit. And I like how this turned out because it reminds me of the Santa hat that the Grinch had on because it has that puffy part to it. Just adding this in around some of the boxes only at the top is going to help bring it out. And then also I'm going to bring out the stars a little bit by tracing around them with the puffy paint as well. This next part is not so much a DIY as it is just decorating. These two Santa things, Santa buckets, they are from the Dollar Tree. These straws are from Hobby Lobby. The Now and Later candy canes, and then the spoons I got from the Dollar Tree. And I also found these really, really cute candy holders. Well, they're not just candy holders. You can pretty much put any little small thing in there, but they are usually for candy. And I like them because they're those types of jars that you can either set upright or you can kind of put it at an angle. They also sell these at the Dollar Tree in the glass section, so like where you would go get your drinks and your drinking glasses and all of that. So I did buy these glass jars bigger. They have two glass versions of them and they are bigger, but I seen these in the party section, so I thought that these were adorable to put on. Now I am going to take all of these spoons out and just set them up, but look at these spoons, the chocolate spoons. As soon as you open the box, they just come right out of the box. No plastic covering them. They could be stale. They could have germs on them. I don't like the way they did that, but anyway, the candy cane spoons, they do come like with a aluminum seal on that, which is definitely more sanitary. For one of those jars, I am going to add marshmallows in. Now you can just wash the jar out and just put the marshmallows in directly, but for now I am just going to wrap them in the plastic and just stuff them in there, and that'll be that for now. For both of the candy spoons, what I'm going to do is take that plastic wrap them in the plastic individually, by the way. Take the floor wire. You can get the floor wire at the Dollar Tree. They don't have like those ties, you know, like when you tie like bread or whatever. They don't have those at the Dollar Tree, so I just try to stick to the Dollar Tree products as much as possible. So I'm using the floor wire, and I'm going to tie it on both ends using the floor wire. Stick these candy spoons, the chocolate ones, since they're much smaller, they'll fit better in the candy jar. And then for the peppermint ones, I am going to tie those a little bit differently, still using the floor wire, but those are going to go in the jars, well, the buckets back there that have Santa because they're a little bit taller. I finished wrapping the brown spoons off camera, and then I finished wrapping most of the red and white spoons off camera as well. So what I did was for one of the spoons, you can see for the spoons right now, I just took the leftover ribbon that I had, tied it, and just for one of the spoons right here, I did a ribbon. I was like, I don't feel like wasting my ribbon. I did a bow, not a ribbon. I don't feel like wasting my ribbon to try to make every last one of these a bow. So I just took the ribbon that I had left over from the pieces that I used to cut for the Grinch train, and that's what I did. So you have the option of tying it as a bow or just tying the top of it, and I really like how it looks because again, the words are green, which matches the candy cane, and then the words are also red, which matches the spoon. So it just matches so perfectly in there. So I'll just tie up one of them so you guys can still see how I tie up this because it's similar to the chocolate spoons, but again, I just added the ribbon. So you can add the ribbon or add the floor wire. And then also those pops that I got earlier, those lollipops, from just sticking them in here. You can kind of tell that I got some of this stuff on different days, which is why some things were already done and some things I had to paint and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's just sometimes when you find things on certain days and you don't find them on other days, that's how this happens. And this is the completed look all together. I just did a few things off camera that I will zoom in and let you know the details on what I did do off camera. For the nice and naughty sign, I decided to put the ribbon all the way around instead of having one side red and one side green. And then I added two of the straws on each side. They are uneven and I kind of like that how that looks. For the new lollipops that I just got, the swirl ones that I showed, I added them into those Grinch cups. Then on the red decor thing that I did, you can see I put the two cookies on each side, the red and green colors, and then I just added the ribbon across the front. So those are the only things that I did off camera. Very easy, very simple. And then of course I just decorated everything how I wanted it to look, like I set it up. And I do want to mention that at some stores like Big Lots, Michael's, TJ Maxx, and stores like that, they do sell, I think it's called 12 Days of Grinchmas or 12 Days of Grinch tea, something like that, where they have the Grinch tea in there and you can have different flavors. And I think they also have the characters on the pack. So if you were to do some sort of Grinch tea or chocolate, something like that, you can go ahead and get those boxes or the bags that actually have their faces on there, which I think would go perfect. I might do something like that next year if they have it next year, but this year I was done. I was like, this is it. So I'm just showing you guys up close how those stickers look because like I said, I wanted to give a close up of the train. So what you just seen was the bump and go train in action without anything on the back of it. Like I said, it is one of those trains. It doesn't just go straight or go around. When it does go straight, if it bumps into something, it changes direction. It's not a regular train that can go on a track, so it's just something like this. Now, one thing I did notice that when I put um the carts, shall we say, that I DIY'd onto this train, the train wasn't acting right. Okay, it needed some act right. It was going just around in a circle. It wouldn't go straight. I don't think it liked having that extra part on the back of it. I think maybe it was just a little too heavy for it, but you can see how it goes. And I was getting frustrated. I was like, just go straight for the video. And this is how it looks. I have my Christmas tree on, by the way, the big one, but this is how it looks with the house light on and a tree light on. So it does light up pretty good at night. I am going to be uploading a short of this whole Grinch setup that I've done, but I also decided to add in the 3 Grinch DVDs that I currently own that they've ever created last minute.